what it's like to have a service dog with kids. Sometimes it can be very hard for me to take my service dog out because I have to make sure my kids come first. I have to make sure that they have gone potty, and then after that, I have to make sure my service dog goes as well, so that way he is not having an accident out in public. And also, I have to worry about, having people staring at me because I have kids and I have a dog like tagging along. So they're probably like, is she training that dog for somebody or is she really not well? What's going on? I don't know. I have no idea. But like I said, sometimes taking a service dog could be a little bit of a task. It can be very hard, it can be very emotional, it can, make me feel like I have a lot of anxiety because I'm so worried about the public and what they are thinking when they see me pushing a cart and then having a service dog in training. He's not fully trained, and occasionally he'll like do one little bark, but we're working on that to get that under control because that's not what a service dog should be doing. But in the beginning, when I got him, he would bark a lot. So he's improving a lot, just takes time and patience and a lot of corrections to tell him no, it's not okay for him to be doing that. Focus, leave it. Um, he only does that if people like in those little carts are driving around and they're all crowded and somebody steps back, like almost like running into him, then he'll do that little bark, which scares the crap out of me because I'm like, crap, now they're probably thinking I'm faking a service dog. But that's not the case. It's just him being nervous and scared because they're almost getting ready to run into him. Um, I don't really have any access issues or anything. I make sure I carry my doctor's notes in my book bag, so just in case if the cops are called, I can pull it out and be like, here's my diagnosis, why I have him. I also worked with a trainer, he's in training, so that way it reflects on me better and it doesn't make me feel like I have to panic, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I don't have my paperwork or anything like that, but I don't really have to show it, but I think if I showed it to a cop, he might be able to help me in those situations. So that way I can go on with my shopping. Um, there are days where I'm like really, really sick and I don't take him because I just don't have the energy to, you know, keep an eye on him and making sure that he's safe and making sure that my kids are well taken care of. So sometimes I'll leave him at home until I'm actually well enough to like go out and handle with the public with having him as a service dog. Let's see. For an example, like I could go to Walmart and I'll get there and I'll start feeling panicky because, like I said, people are always judgy. They always want to know what is wrong with you and they always want to talk instead of just letting you go through the grocery store, get what you need, and get out. So sometimes I'll have people, like, oh, what is he for? And I always say a heart condition because technically the problem that I have is a heart condition. I have heart palpitations. So then I usually like back off because I don't want to give them like all my problems to them. I like to keep that personal so that way I can feel like somewhat of a human being instead of being like pitied. Nobody wants to be pitied. Everyone wants to live their life like they should.